So now the petals are all ready, and I have two mixtures here that is called as the potion. Okay, we could call it wafer paper potion, and that is a mix of corn syrup, glycerin and water. Okay, and in the measurement that will be given to you, you could mix them up and then keep it in a airtight container, so you could just keep using it every time you have to make the wafer paper flowers. Okay, so this is the goop which could be used as the glue to stick the wafer paper together with the wire and all that. And I just have the bits of wafer paper here. I thought I could just show you. So all the bits of wafer paper that you get by cutting out the petals, no? The excess bits, you could just store them because they come in handy for quite a few textures that we could work on in some other cake. So don't throw those bits away. From those bits we could make this goop also, which is used as the glue. Okay, so add some water and let the wafer paper soak. And you allow it to soak for some time and then keep mixing it, then you will get this consistency that you have. But then if you're in a hurry and you just want it like right away, then, so I'm just showing the consistency how the goop is. Okay, and so now this one, it could take some time, right? But if you want it immediately, then you could just microwave this in like say about 10-20 second burst and then keep mixing until you have the mixture turn out like a paste like this, and that will be our glue. Okay, I'm just going to set this aside. So this is the potion, we would need this, and that's the glue that also we will need. Then I'm just going to work on one petal. I'm just going to have a foam pad. I mean, that's been extensively used for making wafer paper petals. So we are going to start applying the potion, the water content, and then so you know that this is just going to get spoiled. So you could just set aside one foam pad that you will keep reusing it over and over again for making the wafer paper petals. Okay, so this is my petal, and now I'm just going to keep the rough side facing upward, and the wire I'm going to use is a 24G, and I'm going to cut the wire into half. So half of the wire I could use it for one of the petal, and we just need a tiny strip so that will just attach the wire. So I'm just going to cut it with a leftover wafer paper. Okay, so a strip like that is needed, and I'm just going to place the wire. So now I just want the rough side facing upward. So this is basically like the sausage, right? So I'm just going to place the smooth side facing up. So my wire could be on the underside. So then smooth side of the this small strip also. So I'm going to stick this one. So you know the goop is what we need to use. I'm just going to place the strip on top, and so it's just going to stick, and then the wafer paper petal is just being wired, which means we just attached it to the wire. And for the next step, here's the portion, and I'm just going to place the rough side up. Anyway, we are just going to add the portion throughout on both the sides, so it doesn't matter which side you're going to start with. So I'm just going to use a flat brush. I'm also going to keep corn flour with me, and the brush that I will just dust on top, because we just need the corn flour dusting, which is like puffing up on top of the petal after we have added the portion. So we just need them handy. So now I'm just going to get the portion. So before it kind of starts to wither, brush the portion on both the sides. And get your corn flour. You don't need too much, so get the excess out and dust the corn flour on the top. Now gently remove and then do the corn flour on the other side as well. So by immediately dusting the corn flour, we'll just get the moisture out and it will make the petal flexible. So now to see the texture difference between the wafer paper petal before the addition of the portion and now the portion and the corn flour dusting, you could see how it could just kind of be extremely soft, and now it is ready to take the shape that we want, and it is not sticky anymore because of the liquid that we've added. So you add the liquid and then dust it up with corn flour, and now we just ready, as flexible as the gum paste petals will be, and then we could just start working on from here. After that, it could be like a sheet of gum paste petal. Now after this point, we just go on to veining it. So this is like your veiner that you will use for the sugar flour. So I'm just going to place this here. Okay, and then I'm just going to place the top of the veiner and press it. So you can see the veining is done, and how much pressure you will know once you do 1-2 petals, but here itself it's like there is a little tear, but then for the next petal I know just a little lesser pressure is what I could just do. And what I need here is an apple carton, so I'm just going to go place this gently. And it is going to be quite soft, but it will just dry and then take the shape. Okay, so now I'm just going to place it, and I need to bend the wire to take the shape of the cavity here in the carton. So hold the wire here and then adjust this wire, just bring it forward, so then the petal will stay in place. I don't want any kind of waves or ruffled edge or anything. So I'm just going to soften up. But then if you think your petal will just not stay and try and keep flipping over, one reason could be the wire being too long. Now if that happens, like how it is happening now, just cut the excess wire and then place it in the cavity. Remove off all the movements. Now it would just stay in place. Okay, so now you let it stay like that for about 2 to 4 hours, and then this will just get really very stiff and it is not going to be droopy like that. And this is the same logic for anywhere. If you want to use wafer paper, just make it soft to get the shape that we want it to be by just using the portion and the dust of corn flour. Even to the entire sheet of the wafer paper, you could just do that, and then it becomes like a cloth. And then you could just shape it in the way you want and then allow it to be in that particular shape for about 2 to 4 hours, and then it is going to become hard again. And then we could just get on to taping it. Now I will continue doing the same step to the rest of the 11 more petals. I will get back once I have done, and then I will show you how do we just go on tape it, and we also have some center to make, and I will catch you up in that lesson.